Hello guys, how are you doing? So, welcome back to my reactions, and as you can see I'm going to be watching the third movie of Kara no Kyoukai today. So this one is apparently called Remaining Sense of Pain, and I'm quite curious to find out about what's going to happen in this movie. We saw in the preview at the end of the last movie that it's going to be apparently about Shiki again, and how she's going to be dealing with another girl, and I'm quite curious to see what's going to happen. Anyway, these first two movies were really good, and I didn't knew what to expect from this series. So I already know it's kind of like of a some dark series, and we see a lot of dark moments. But yeah, aside from that, the story is actually really good, and it's keeping me really interested in this anime. So I'm really curious to see where this whole story is going and how it's going to end as well. But yeah, at this point, I'm mostly curious about Chiki, and we got to see a lot of information about her in the last movie, and specifically like how she has this double personality. It's like she has two different persons living inside of her, and she keeps like switching from one to another. And it appears that it happens mostly at night that she becomes this one that only knows pain and murder, and it's basically everything she does. And she was basically the one causing those incidents in that city as well. So yeah, those were like some really messed up moments, like to see how she really just toyed with the bodies and all of that. But it was really nice to see how Kokuto never gave up on her, and he also almost died doing so. So I'm glad that he didn't. But that last scene when she's like about to kill him, it really left some like questions unanswered. Mostly because we jumped straight into like the future, and like we didn't see what exactly happened after that scene. Like suddenly Shiki is in the hospital and is okay. So I'm just like really curious to know what happened after that, and also some explanation on how she got some mystic eyes and how she lost her arm as well. And yeah, just basically what happened after that scene. So I know there's going to be a part B apparently. It's a movie that comes later on. Um, and I hope that movie explains a bit more of what happened after that moment. It's something that I was like really interested in, and unfortunately, it didn't happen in the last movie. But yeah, we'll have a lot to watch, and it's going to be awesome to discover more and more about the story. It can be like quite complex at some times, and I just hope I'm able to like to understand most of it. And if I like miss something or something like that, it would be nice to also get some like information about what I'm missing, like as long as it doesn't spoil, of course. Because yeah, I've heard that these movies, like this series of movies, it's going to be a bit hard to understand at first, and it will take like a lot of like a better understanding to fully get everything. So that's something to take into consideration. I just hope I'm able to enjoy this movie as much as I enjoyed the other ones. The first one was more confusing than the second one, in my opinion. The second one was like easier to follow everything and to understand what was going on. Mostly because I already knew both characters, so I was more used to it, I guess. And in the first one, I didn't knew what to expect. I was just like really like blind about everything. So yeah. Anyway, I'm enjoying this series, like I said, and I can't wait to find out about what's going to happen in today's movie. So I hope you guys are ready, and let's start it. But these movies are really dark sometimes. I was not expecting it to be this kind of movies. But as long as the story is good, it doesn't really bother me. Man, this started already. What was that? Is he like having sex with a dead body? Wait. Oh. Um. Oh wait. That just appeared. She's not dead, but oh my god. Man. Okay, these people are disgusting. Man, really? Who's that girl anyway? Man, this start already. There's Kokutou. That's the thing, well, the story is really dark. It's also really interesting. Not because I liked what I just watched, but it's because it's like the reality. Unfortunately. Oh, is that her? And if that was the girl we saw in the previous movie, in the preview about Shiki. She had purple hair, I believe. Uh, Man, poor girl. I hope somehow something happens to those guys who did this, to be honest. Oh, she's gone. Whoa! Damn, she did it. I was just like wanting something to happen to them, and this happens. There's Shiki. How did these two meet as well? Damn. Um, Really? You're not going to pay him and you still ask money out of him. For real. Is it about the other girl? Yeah, it should be. They don't know it's her, I think. Ooh. Damn, this is... Shiki is going to be that girl's enemy. Whoa. So they know each other. I mean, she knows she's someone like her. So they're like enemies since they were born, something like that. So Kokutou is basically working for Touko, right? I still want to know how they met each other. Was it just found in the first movie in that like unconscious, and that was it? The first time they met? Was he one of the? Is one of the other guys? Hmm. I mean, if it was one of the guys from before, he was doing something bad as well. So I also don't blame this girl. Oh, he's still alive. Man, this guy reminds me of the of one from Fate. From Fate Zero. Caster's Master. That's probably not good. She's after him. Oh my god. Yep, here we go again. Damn! Holy... His head. She didn't even touch him. Might have some crazy powers. Yeah, admire. Let's put it that way. Oh, they met. Yep, that's her. Oh, the Missy guys. It's not her? Damn. There's another girl, probably. Hmm. It should be this one. But somehow she didn't see her as the one. Damn. I wonder why. Hmm. Probably Fujino. It's happening again. What's it going to be this time? I'm already prepared for it. Yep. Oh my god. How does she do that? She have Missy eyes as well. Oh my god, it's torture though. Yeah, you're going to die. You already realized it. Damn. Man, this is really messed up. Oh, Shiki's there. Asakami. Hmm. I wouldn't call that normal, but sure. Yep, she has mystic eyes. And that's how she does it. Oh, what just happened? Damn. Really? She didn't even realize it. Yeah. That face though. Hmm. Yep. Well, I wouldn't say that you're normal either, but yeah. You're a monster too, but a different way, I guess. Yep. Hmm. Damn. She didn't feel anything. Damn. Man, these guys are disgusting. I don't even care about what's happening to them. He's not enjoying it. Yep. He's going to die eventually. Hmm. They're both murderers, apparently. It's probably going to happen. Yep. Nope. That's not what happened. Oh. Okay. She was talking about it. There's so much hurting, but yeah. Hmm. Yeah. And since she was a kid as well. Yep. A strong gate to the back with the bat. Yep. Did her like spinal nerves or something? Hmm. Seems like it. Well, she is. His whole story. I'm still really curious to see how Shiki ended up there, and Kokutou as well. Hmm, and suspicious. Whoa! She ran over? I didn't hear any sound, so what the? She killed him. She killed him from far before being hit. I don't even know if she was hit or not. What? I wonder what was the full reason for that. Did she want to be run over, but she didn't want the driver to remain alive because of it? I don't know. Like she doesn't want people to find out about her. Hmm. Hmm. This whole situation. I really like how detailed this story is. There's so much to understand. Is that her? Oh, she's hurt, but she doesn't feel anything. Oh, they knew each other. That's Kokuto, right? Yeah. But she can't because she doesn't feel it. So they had a story. So this might help her. It might be important. All soaked. Hmm. Always smoking. She did? Yep. Damn. She was not like that since birth. Yeah. After her. And the things we keep discovering. Damn, that's right. Yeah, that's something I was wondering about. Period. Oh, the mystic eyes. Damn. Because of the pain she regained. Because of the. I'm not sure, like, about her age, but was that because of. Like, she was a virgin and she was not. She was bleeding from somewhere else. Oh, damn, they're gonna fight. That's a really scary power. The only logical reason I find now is that she was like abused and something happened to her there while they were doing the act, but Does not relate to any stabbing. Whoa. Yeah. Hmm. I hope she doesn't die though. Hmm. Just gonna destroy everything around her. Damn. Damn, she sacrificed her arm again. It's artificial, so doesn't bother me that much, I guess. Damn. I wonder if her arm still hurts, even if it's just like an artificial one. Yeah, you did. He's gonna cut it. She's gonna stop the bleeding. So she actually has like a. It was actually an illness. It wasn't anything that I was talking about. Yeah. Oh, it was him. That's why the client knew her. Damn. So it's basically an internal wound. It's not related to the act they were doing. It was always there. She knows the secret now. She sees the like the field. Damn. Really? Um, is Kokutou gonna stop her? Probably not. Whoa! What's this? The entire bridge is collapsing. What the? She twisted the whole place? It's such a sad story. Um, she wanted to tell him. Someone is there. Is that Shiki? Yep. Damn. Man, this whole moment. He's going to find out that she died. At least I believe she died there. Oh. She's still alive? Did she... She stabbed her in the... Yeah. Again. I was wondering if she would stab her in the stomach to remove the wound. Damn. So they... She's still going to be saved. It's Touko. I hope they manage to take her in. She killed her other side, basically. The side who was in pain and killing. Yep. He's thinking exactly like I am. Yep. Hmm. Yeah. From the hospital. Yeah, that was still in 1998. A bit after the first movie, I guess. But it's over. Man, this movie was so emotional, and I always felt so sad about this girl, Fujino. And I kind of understood her actions, to be honest. Even if it was Even if she was doing it mostly because of the pain she started to feel. Man, it's like I said before. These kind of situations, they're really complex, and it's really like hard to completely judge a character. But I always felt attached to her the entire movie. I always hoped that they somehow like saved her and not killed her, and that's apparently what happened at the end. I was not sure if Shiki like killed her or not. I saw that she was about to stab her in the like in the belly or around that zone. So I had this like idea that she might like help her and remove the wound, and that's basically what happened. But it was not something I was expecting. It was just an idea crossing my mind that I wished for, and it actually happened. At first, I really thought she was dead, but I'm glad that she isn't, and maybe we'll get to see her in the next movies. Maybe did they take her in? And I mean, they called the ambulance, and like the whole bridge is destroyed, so there's probably some people trapped, and like some people even died there probably. And she's just going to be seen as another like another girl who was part of that accident and not the one who caused it. And she apparently has a really strong power. Like they were calling it ESP or something, and she had like clairvoyance as well. She seems to be really strong. Those eyes are really something else. It's quite sad that the one who, like the client who asked for Touko to investigate and like kill her or like deal with her, it was her father. So that's really sad. And this only happened because her father tried to stop her power, and that only made things worse. So yeah, I really, I really love the movie. I mean, I'm loving this story so much, even if it's like really dark and all of that. I think they're still really well done and really makes you love the characters that you are watching, and that's something I really value. Again, I'm not really like used to watching this kind of gore stuff. It was like mostly at the start that we see a lot of it, but yeah. I was also like expecting some like etchy moments. Not like etchy. I mean, this wasn't etchy. It was just showing more things here and there. But yeah, I wasn't expecting any kind of like nudity. And there's like 10 movies of this. I can only imagine. And some are even longer. These ones that I've watched are like 1 hour long. I believe there's like one with 2 hours, and then there's other two with an hour and a half, I believe. There's also some shorter ones with like half an hour. But there's still a lot to watch, and it's probably going to be hard to understand everything, and mostly like to remember everything that happened. But it's awesome to watch this. Are we going to get the preview for the next one? Yep. Oh, are we going to see more? Yeah, this is what I want to watch. Is this a murder speculation part B already? The next one? Whoa! That's how she got them. It was in that in this moment, like I was wondering. Whoa. She's like going to face her demons. No, it's the Hollow Shrine. So I was like really wanting to see this, and I was expecting this to be shown in part B of Murder Speculation, but apparently not. We are already going to see that in the next movie. I don't know if the next one is like the big one. I don't actually remember which one is the 2 hour one. But man, this is basically all I wanted to see. Like, what happened after that scene when Shiki is about to kill Kokutou? And apparently, we are going to see that, and we are going to see how she went to that hospital. And I still need to know like the reason why did she go to the hospital, like what happened, and also she's apparently going to get her mystic eyes there, and that's probably how they meet Touko as well. It seems that it was probably Touko who gave her those mystic eyes. I'm not sure, but it might be related to how they met Touko as well. So it's going to be awesome to be watching the next movie. I am actually like really excited to watch it, mostly because it's something that I really wanted to know, and that was like left unanswered in the second movie. So yeah. Anyway, this movie was really great. We had this Fujino girl like dealing with all of this situation, and the start of it was so depressing, like to see what was happening to her, and then suddenly we start like realizing more things about her, and we always, or at least me, I always felt like compassion towards her, even if she was killing these guys. It's like Kokutou said, like he didn't even like care about what was happening to these guys because they were doing really bad things and they harmed her. Like it's not something that I'm really like worried about, like what happens to them. But yeah, I I was just like really happy that by the end Shiki didn't kill her, or more like she killed her, but she killed her other side, the side who was a murderer and was like in pain. So now she's back to this girl we like insensible to pain, and hopefully she joins them at a later point. It's probably not going to be the next movie because we are going to see what happened in the 2 years before this, basically, and it's going to be awesome to learn that. And again, I really love this movie. I am loving this series, and I was really not expecting like to like it so much because I didn't knew what it was about, and I also didn't knew it was so dark. And I mean, there's some really messed up parts when people are like getting killed, but yeah, aside from that, the story is really good and I'm loving it. And anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction to this movie, and if you did, please like and subscribe to the channel. And you can also join my Discord and my Patreon if you want to get early access to my full reactions. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next movie. So see ya.